welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D and Bob. We're going to be doing a whole slew of reviews on products out here on the patio, and this is just to give you some information on these particular items, how they work, if they don't work, all that kind of stuff like that. And after each video, down in the comment block, you'll see a link to where the purchase was taking place. And also at the end, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So sit back, enjoy. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Hey, thanks for stopping by here at On the Patio with Mr. D. Today we got something really cool lined up for you. And as most of you know, I do a lot of my photography work out on a kayak. And one of the problems I have with my floating tripod and with the hard mounts on the kayak is this. You see how the is doing all that kind of thing. So what I want to do is try out a wearable gimbal. So today we're going to look at the WG3 Axis gimbal. Now what's so cool about this is supposedly waterproof, and that's kind of a good idea with me. I was waiting for the weather to clear up, and it looked like it's definitely going to clear, so we may be getting this done all today. I'm really not sure yet. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to bust this thing open, show you the fancy case it comes with here, and then we're going to bust it open and walk you through all the process. So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so let's take a look at this bad boy. Comes with this really cool case, and inside has your wearable gimbal. This particular gimbal that I got is for the GoPro Hero 3 and 4. It will not fit with the Hero 5 Black. However, you can get the adapter for your session if you have a session. It comes with 2 sets of batteries and then the gimbal itself. You get all kinds of accessories, charging cables, stuff like that to communicate, plus the charger. We're going to mount the camera using this very delicate looking thing. So basically you pull your gimbal out. All right, to mount it, you just line it up and it kind of slides in. Get it like that. And now you take your mounting bracket, you line it up in these little tiny holes. Now I'm using a Tech camera. It fits in here perfect. I don't own a Hero 3 or Hero 4. I own the Hero 5 Black, so it made this particular WG not usable. However, I am going to pick up the session mount for this so I can use my GoPro Session on it. Now batteries, I failed to mention, are right here. You just unscrew this, and there they are. And then, like I said, you get 2 sets. You just mount it back like this. And to turn it on is really simple. Just hit this button once. You ready? And there we go. All right, so to power this thing on is real simple. 1 tap on the white button here and it'll beep, and there you go. Now there are some function modes in here. Now once the blue light is flashing once, that tells you you're in your standard panning mode. Okay, and it'll just stay with you and do its thing like that. Okay, your next mode is a double tap and your LED will flash continually twice, telling you what mode you're in, but that's for panning and tilt. So you hit it twice and you'll hear a beep. Now you can see that it is slower to respond in the tilt mode. The next one is one I don't think I'll use, but people will, and it's called the inversion mode. They hit it 3 times. Now watch what it does. And it inverted itself, and I'm trying to figure out how the heck I would even use this. But it's in the inversion mode now. Go back to normal, you hit it 3 times again, and we're back into the single panning mode. The quadruple press will put you into a reset mode. So you just tap it 4 times and you'll hear the thing beep, and now you're back where you started. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take this out, put it on Kayak today. The winds have died down, so hey, I'm going to hook up and go out. Well, one of the things I want to test it on is the Stuntman. Now this is a backpack mount system, so I'll be putting the quarter 20 mount system that came with the Stuntman and mounting this on here to just basically see how it does. I'll also be mounting it on a ball mount stack system pole that sits up on my Kayak, and then I'll have the GoPro Hero 5 Black running at the same time, showing the differences of the stability, hopefully, of this shot versus the what I've been putting up with for quite a while. So hey, we'll be back in just a little bit. We're going to go out, put it in the water, and see what we got. We're out, and it is definitely windy and choppy. I didn't want it to be that much, but it is. But that's okay. This will be great for the test. All right, on the back mount, I've got the GoPro Hero 5 Black. It is not mounted on the gimbal. And then I have the PicTech is mounted on the Yak Attack hard pole, which has the gimbal operational. So I'm real curious to see the difference in footage. And I mean, this is a good test day for this, because we're going to see some movement. But I'm watching the WG 3-axis gimbal working, and I mean, it's just staying there, and I'm bouncing all over the place. Trust me, I'm just getting beat to hell out here. And it seems to be operating really, really good. They say you get about 2 hours of operation time on the gimbal. So it's definitely required to take my extra set of batteries with me when I go on an event. I have the gimbal set on its standard mode, and I'm watching this pole and everything, and it's bouncing all over the place because this lake is choppy. I mean, take a look at this. So this is actually a pretty good test for this, even though I'd rather have a more pristine condition, but not today, I guess. We'll just paddle along here and getting some decent footage here, be able to test this thing. Wow, this wind is picking up now. Whew. And we're gonna head back. It's just way too choppy today to be doing a lot of this kind of crap. So what we'll do is go back, mount it on the stick or on the sling bag, and do a walkabout. Okay, the next test is a walking test. I have 3 cameras on. Now I have the GoPro Hero 5 Black on a Smart Tree selfie stick. I have the gimbal mounted on the Stuntman backpack mount, and I'm also shooting with my Hero 5 Session mounted on my cap. So giving you 3 different angles, 3 different looks, and we're going to go walk back down to the launch site where I did the kayaking, and then we'll wrap this thing up to the lake. And then we'll upload these photos and see how this all comes out. Now we're going to go walk out on the pier. Now my rig with the kayak is all over there. But the wind is getting a lot of chop out there, and actually whitecaps showing, so I think it was a smart thing to do to get off the lake. Oh yeah, it's getting kind of ugly out here. Not for good kayaking. Okay, we're going to head back up and call it a day. This is a good test though to see. Let me spin this around just a little bit. Okay. I changed it to a frontal mode. And we're coming up on my rig now. And we'll go ahead and call it a day here in just a minute. Well, good morning. Hey, today we're going to continue on with the test of the WG wireless gimbal. We got it sitting over here off to the side, and then I've got the GoPro Hero Session on the Yak Attack pole. And this will be the final wrap up of this thing. So I want to talk a little bit about what I saw yesterday in the footage. And I was absolutely amazed with the how great the footage was, and the difference. I mean, I'm using a GoPro Hero 5 Black, which is is a great camera, but when it's waddling all over the place because of water movement, it makes your video kind of yuck. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to move the Hero Session over so I can get at it, and then I'm going to launch the check. What I'm going to do now is move over the Hero Session so I can reach it, and then turn on the WG with the PicTech on it, and then we're going to do some footage. I want to get over here to this area I really like, because it's all kind of like jungle and stuff. So, but right now I couldn't be more pleased with the results of the footage using the WG gimbal. I didn't have to do any calibrations, which there's a software program or something like that that has that. I didn't have to do any of that. Anyway, we're wrapping this thing up. If you're looking at a gimbal, not as expensive as a lot of the other ones out there. I picked this one up on eBay used. I did really good as far as costing goes. I'm not dissatisfied with the functionality of the gimbal. It works extremely well. Well, before we get out of here, we're going to pass off some of the great things we did with this W3 gimbal, and show the test footage up on the YouTube channel, so hey, you guys can check it out. But it's definitely a keeper. It keeps your videos nice and stable.
I subscribe to you.
All right, you're the bomb, man. You're the bomb.
Yeah, buddy. God bless you.
You too. So as we sign off for today, the WG is definitely a keeper. You want to add it to your kayaking equipment. If you do a lot of videography with GoPros, it'll definitely work out great for you. So hey, we'll see you on the next one.